I know that nowadays with electric cars, some of them are like somewhat self-driving in a way. I don't know the extent of it, but did those exist 15 years ago? Because I last night for some reason just remembered um I had a memory come back to me of the neighborhood that I grew up in, and I want to say it was about 15 years ago because I think I was still in elementary school at the time. And I was playing at the neighborhood park, and it was probably time for me to go home because they always told us to go home around sunset. And I was waiting to cross the street. I was probably on my bike, and I saw a police car go by. And this police car was like super quiet because they told us to watch for cars, but also listen, you know? And I remember thinking it was so quiet. And I look inside the car and I don't see any hands on the steering wheel. And I realize that I don't see a person sitting in the car either. And like, my view might not have been the best. Like the pillar could have of the car kind of could have been blocking the seat. But I remember the gap that I saw from the steering wheel to the seat, it was too big for me to think that there was somebody in the car, especially because I didn't see any hands on the steering wheel, but I can see the steering wheel moving. And I just like I'm like, what? And nobody else saw it because, like I said, we were riding our bikes home. I think my cousins and my sister, they had probably already passed. Or probably already started heading home because it wasn't like it was a huge neighborhood or anything. So I knew how to get home, and I wouldn't have been too far behind them. But I remember telling my parents about it, and my dad made a joke that it was just a really, really small person that I just didn't see them. And now that I'm older, I know that anytime I came to them about something like this, they were going to come up with something that would just make me stop thinking about it because they didn't want to entertain the idea that maybe I did see something that, was weird. Um, but yeah, I never had an explanation for it. Like the one thing that I can think of is that I did have an issue with, and even now when I try to recall my childhood, sometimes I mix up my dreams and my memories, but in this instance, I could swear that like it was too real. Like I knew that it happened and I told everybody about it and everybody just like brushed it off like it was whatever. But it's not uncommon for us to like this neighborhood was weird.